Hello everyone, I'm Rupinder and welcome back to my channel A to Z Nursing Notes. And you must be thinking that it's been really a long time that I have not posted any video. So a little flashback. I have been I have applied for the eligibility from the New York State Education Department, and I got my eligibility to write the exam. And was for the past few months I have been preparing for my exam, and finally I cracked my NCLEX RN exam. And now I'm back with my new video, that is transferring your NCLEX RN results from New York State Education Department to CNO. So let's get started with the video. Uh, as I've already talked in my previous video, that is how to meet the CNO requirements in the nursing registration part, that generally the internationally educated nurses, they are not given eligibility by the different nursing regulatory boards of Canada to sit for the NCLEX RN exam, because according to them, the internationally educated nurses, they do not have the nursing education equivalent to that of the Canadian standards, right? So in that, I have discussed that you can get the eligibility from different boards, like from US boards, in which I have discussed about the New York State Education Department. The link of that video I have given in the description box. And also I've discussed that you can get the eligibility from Australia, that is from the AFRA board. And the link of that video also I have posted in the description box. And once you get eligibility from any of these boards, you will register for your NCLEX exam by the Pearson VUE, and then sit for your exam. And once you pass your exam, then you can request the respective nursing regulatory board, either the US board or the Australian board, to transfer your NCLEX RN results to CNO. So finally, after you have cracked the much haunted NCLEX RN exam, congratulations. You might be wondering what happens next. So in this video, I will be discussing especially about the New York State Education Department. You will receive a post from the New York State Education Department after you have cracked your NCLEX RN exam, which is usually around 10 to 14 days. You will receive an envelope, and in that envelope, there will be three papers in it. One will be your registration certificate, then there would be your license as an RN in the New York State, for example, and then there would be a page regarding the important resources and information. Now, once you get this envelope, you have to request to the New York State Education Department to transfer your exam results to CNO. So let's see the process, how to do it. So again, you will go to the New York State Education Department website, and either you can go to the search column and put on search for the registration verification, and you will land onto this page. And in this page, when you scroll down, there will be online license certifications and verification form. So you will be clicking on this form. So it will take you to the next page, that is which will be asking you about the different questions regarding your licensure. So first of all, the first question would be, do you require official documentation to be sent to another person, jurisdiction, or organization that provides the basis for your New York State licensure to obtain license or permit in another state or jurisdiction? So you will click yes on this and submit, and it will pop up further questions. So it is asking you about, do you have a social security number? So we usually don't have, so we will click no on that. And then it will be asking you about your date of birth in the format of month, date, and year. So you can either type your date of birth or click on this calendar icon and select your date. Then put your first name. This is mandatory, and your last name, this is mandatory. But your middle name is not mandatory. But if you have middle name, you can put. Then it is asking you about what is your mailing address. So you will be writing down your address on which you will be receiving on which you received your post, right? And after it will be asking about the city, street, the country, the province, and postal code, and then your phone number, right? And also it will be asking you about your email address. So make sure that you type in your correct email address. Then it will be asking you about the profession. So you have to select the options from the professions drop down menu. So you will be selecting the registered nurse option. And is this request for a license or a permit? Select one. So usually it is for the license, not for the permit in this case, right? And then there is a column asking you about the name originally licensed under if it is a different from the above one. So this is usually not applicable to us. But maybe there are people who have already possessed the license from the US state and have been working around and then got their name changed. Then when they receive this license, they will be having a different name, so they can mention this. Then they will be asking you about the license number. So when you receive the your license and your registration certificate, in that your license is mentioned. So you will be writing that number, and usually it is the digits, and plus there would be hyphen and there would be different like 001 kind of the indexing would be done, right? So you will not be mentioning the indexing, you will just be mentioning the number. Okay. And in the certification name and address, so this is they are asking about to which organization you want this your certification or your license NCLEX results to be sent, right? So this would be in the name you will be putting the College of Nurses of Ontario, because this is the mandatory field, right? Instead of, or in the organization you can fill the same, that is the College of Nursing of Ontario. And then you will be mentioning the address, that is the street number, apartment number, and the city, which is Toronto, country is Canada, and the state is Ontario, and the postal code, right? So this is the address of College of Nursing of Ontario, that is 101 Devonport Road, city is Toronto, country Canada, province Ontario, and the postal code is M5R3P1, right? After that, you will be putting down your digital signatures here in the licensee signature column, right? And click on I attest under penalty of perjury or falsification of government documents that I am the licensee described in this request, and click on submit. So this will take you to the summary form. So you will be checking down all the details that whatever details you have entered in this form, they are correct. And once you have checked that everything is correct, then you will be moving forward to the payment option. So when you click on the next, it will take you to the payment page, and in that it will be asking you about your card number, the expiry date, and the card code. So the card code is the CVV number, and you will be clicking on the pay button, and this is an amount of $20. Oh, so after that you will be clicking next, and it will take the payment would be done, and it will give you the notification that your payment has been successfully processed, showing the payment date, payment amount, and the transaction ID, which you can take a screenshot so for further reference, right? In case you need it for any queries. And for your information, the fee amount, it is in the US dollars. So this US dollars, it comes around 28 Canadian dollars, right? So after you submit this, you have to just wait for the New York board to transfer your results to the CNO, and usually it is done by a regular mail. So it may take about 10 to 14 days to reach to the CNO. And CNO takes its own amount of time to process your documents and reflect it to your online account. And then it would update your nursing registration requirement as met, as well as your nursing education requirement being met. So this is the new rule which has come, which the Ontario has come up with to meet to the shortage of nursing shortage, in which they have declared that whoever has passed the NCLEX exam, if they have passed the NCLEX exam, they have the necessary knowledge, skill, and education competence to work as a RN, and so they like meet your nursing education requirement as well. So you need not to study or do any further study for meeting your nursing education requirements. So if you crack your NCLEX RN exam, you will definitely be able to meet your nursing education requirement. And I think this is the most, these two are the most important things to crack, right? And after that, the rest of the things you usually meet. And best wishes to all the aspiring RNs. Hope you reach this process soon and get your registration done as soon as possible. Thank you very much.